Hello, I am Eunice Sabai-Nadola. Once again, we welcome you to the May 2022 edition of the Divine Word Missionaries Web TV News. In this edition, we feature stories from Europe, Liberia, Ecuador, and the Philippines. Since the war broke out in Ukraine, more than 4 million people have fled the country to other European countries. Analysts say Europe hasn't seen an exodus of this scale and speed since World War II. Equally unprecedented is the welcoming attitude that neighboring countries, people, and organizations have had towards these refugees. Some SVD's provinces and communities like Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Portugal, and Hungary opened their doors to welcome the Ukraine refugees. In November 2015, the former provincial of the Ghana province, Father George Clement Angmo, led a team of 3 conferences to Monrovia, Liberia, to begin the mission work in that country at the invitation of Bishop Andrew Jagi Kanli of Cape Palmas. At present, the Liberian mission has been opened as a new district under Ghana province, which has 7 SVDs working in 2 parishes and 2 dioceses, the dioceses of Cape Palmas and Monrovia. We had a chance to interview the district superior about the missionary activities and the social political situation of the country.
The church is not very strong here in Liberia because from the very beginning there has been opposition to the Catholic Church. And therefore, even though the population of Liberia is estimated at 95% Christian, the Catholics represent only about 5% of that population. So vocations as well are quite low and parishes are not too many. For instance, in the Diocese of Cape Palmas, we have about 7 parishes with their outstations and only about 17 diocesan priests working, and that is why the missionaries were needed to come. Currently in the Diocese of Cape Palmas, we have the Divine Word Missionaries as well as the SMA who are here as missionaries supporting the diocesan priests. We have 3 dioceses, the Diocese of Cape Palmas, the Diocese of Banga, and the Archdiocese of Monrovia. As SVDs, we are involved and intervene in helping to restore hope and bring back life to those who have suffered such injuries in their hearts and minds, such trauma and difficulties in various ways. Directly, we are in pastoral work as we are in charge of parishes, 1 parish in Cape Palmas Diocese and 1 parish in the Archdiocese of Monrovia. We are also involved in school apostolate, and also we have 1 refugee camp here in Swedru. As Divine Word Missionaries, having taken up the mission here in Liberia for over 6 years now, we have many projects ahead or that we are thinking about. Primarily, we're thinking about starting a carpentry shop which may develop to become a vocational school. The aim is to educate young people to have a trade or a skill on which they can depend. This will solve many problems and challenges that they face. The other project we are thinking about is to establish a school, to say that the education level in Liberia is very low. And so we are thinking of bringing something new and to help the youth to have a better education.
On 27th of April 2022, the Divine Word Missionaries culminated the Jubilee year of the 60th anniversary of their presence in Ecuador. The Mass was presided over by Father Provincial John Cujo and concelebrated by all the members of the province and some diocesan priests. Also present were the faithful of the various parishes, where the Divine Word Missionaries and the Servants of the Holy Spirit Sisters work. The celebration took place in the Divine Word Parish in Quito, in Calpicho in Quito. Fathers John, the Provincial, and Nelson, the first Ecuadorian SVD, and the oldest in the province, talk about the significance of the events for them.
Para mí, celebrar los 60 años es una oportunidad para agradecerle al Verbo Divino, el Hijo de Dios, porque somos socios de Él. Celebrar 60 años en Ecuador significa que la palabra se ha hecho presente. Pero a la vez, celebrar 60 años, siento que Dios nos ofrece una oportunidad para anunciar con un renovado espíritu la palabra.
Yo me siento emocionado, mi experiencia es un enriquecimiento personal, social, junto con nuestro pueblo, con los niños, jóvenes, personas mayores, los enfermos, con todo, caminando porque hemos escuchado el llamado que nos ha hecho el Señor Jesucristo, nos ha ubicado en un lugar para que ahí desarrollemos todo el anuncio, la proclamación y este amor de Dios que nos da a todos, que es amor misericordiosísimo y que tenemos que ir creciendo en este amor.
The Philippines Central Province Office for JPIC under Father Flaviano Villanueva has been very active in many humanitarian and human rights activities. Its flagship program, called Kalinga or Care in English, actively contributes in providing dignified care for those at the margins of the society. The word Kalinga also stands for Kain Lingon Ayos, which roughly means to eat, to bathe, and to reclaim one's dignity. The said program has also given way to an extension program called Pagilom, or Healing. It primarily focuses on the care and support for the families affected by the bloody drug war in the Philippines. This is obviously dangerous and yet very prophetic work, as it draws much admiration from many people.
Hindi man tayo makapunta sa lamay, pero naandun yung ating puso na nagsasabi, mali ito, dapat natin pagpahalagahan ng buhay. We reach out to them in our solidarity of compassion, of mercy, of friendship, and even by upholding the sanctity and the sacredness of our own lives so that we could also offer that same sanctity to others, especially the most, the marginalized, the outcasts, the suffering, and the tormented. They need our heart. They need your heart. They need your compassion. They need your person.
Thanks for joining us. Do well to join us again next month. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.